Welcome to the Mosaic Monologues, an original audio drama series from Writers Mosaic. In this episode, Shifting Shadows, written and performed by poet Tahmina Ali, we meet Anika, who between motherhood, marriage and the weight of expectation has always put herself last, but is now questioning her ideas of identity and sacrifice in an attempt to find the courage to step back into her own light.
Hannah, Khalil, you can have 10 minutes of telly time while Amma does this thing, okay? Hannah, remember to take turns with your brother. 10 minutes. That should be enough, I think. Okay, let's have a look. Full name: Anika Mira Chowdhury. Date of birth: getting on a bit. Not quite old enough for bingo nights, but too knackered for TikTok. Nationality: Bangladeshi. Though Mom still insists I'm not properly Bangladeshi because I don't like fish curries that incinerate your tongue, and I can't pronounce the days of the week in Bangla properly. But whose fault is that, eh? Contact details: address, email, phone number. Okay. Do you have the right to study in the UK? Yep. Oh, qualifications. I got A's and B's, but do you reckon they actually check? Maybe I just say I got top marks. That's what my parents still believe anyway. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, real questions. Tell us about yourself. Well, I'm Anika Chowdhury, 35, mother of 2. Khalil's obsessed with dinosaurs. Hannah eats butter straight from the tub. Wife to a man who's married to the gym. Fashion graduate from what feels like another lifetime. Dreamer, mostly. Doer, occasionally. Juggler of worlds, every single day. And somehow still forgets where the keys are. Nah, let me try that again. I'm the one who keeps the peace. Makes sure everyone's plate is full. Laundry's done. The smiles are convincing. The one who stitched together a last-minute World Book Day costume out of scraps, tissue paper, and a glue gun. The one who believed a love story could hold everything. Describe a project you are proud of. Oh man, it has to be that Batman costume I made out of a bin bag because Bilal forgot to order Khalil's outfit for nursery fancy dress. I sent my son to school in a bin bag. Can you believe it? You couldn't make it up. The teachers loved it though. One even said, your mom could be an artist. Could be. I am an artist, right? Please provide a link to your online portfolio or upload samples of your work. The Hannah's colouring books count. I've posted a few bits on Instagram. I might have me GCSE sketchbooks in the loft somewhere. I'll just upload photos from the voluntary art project I did for that community summer festival. They were actually pretty good. I used fabrics from my auntie's old saris to make hanging mandalas. Did it all while being 7 months pregnant with Khalil too. You know, that bit alone deserves an award if you ask me. Okay, next. Describe a time you overcame adversity. Whoa, where do I start? Does trying to introduce your Nigerian boyfriend to your Bangladeshi parents count? Overcame is generous. It was more like endured, dodged, and politely battled. Mom called him that sprinting boy for 2 years. Asma Khala stopped speaking to us for like 6 months. Said I brought shame. Apparently, there's no room for running shoes at the dinner table. Apparently, black and brown don't mix too well. But not in a racist way, no, never. But we did it. We got through. I wore red and gold and made Mom's biryani with shaking hands. We made it work. We made it beautiful in our own mismatched mosaic way. But somewhere between bottle feeds and Bilal's training camps in Loughborough, I stopped sketching. Boxed up me scrapbooks behind old baby grows. Told myself it was just a pause. So maybe the better question is, describe a time you lost a part of yourself and what you did about it. I'm still answering that one. Supporting Bilal. He runs before the sun comes up. Gym, coach, track, protein shakes. I iron his kits, do bedtime solo. Again and again. I'm proud of him. I am. He's chasing gold. He'll be the pride of Nigeria when he makes it. Oh, and I'll never begrudge him for that. But sometimes, I wonder, am I in love with the man or the memory of us? You know? Am I devoted or just running on autopilot? Anyways, how do you balance personal and professional commitments? These type of questions really do my head in. 'Cause you don't. You prioritize. And most days, you're not even on the list. You ration time like it's sugar in the war. Give up your hours like freebies at Eid. And if you're lucky, you get 5 minutes before bed to remember who you used to be. Even then, you get blamed for staying up, like keeping a scrap of yourself alive is a crime. Why this scholarship and why now? Why this scholarship and why now? Why now? I don't know. Why now? Oh, what am I doing? Honestly, why now? Maybe Asmachala was right. Maybe it is too late. I've barely got time to breathe as it is. How am I going to study on top? Even if they accept us, right? Where do I even start? The fashion world's moved on so much since uni. Okay. No, you're doing this, Anika. We talked about it. Yes, I spoke to myself in the mirror this morning. Put on me best Tarek voice and said, "The fashion world's already gone to shit, sis. It's not like you're gonna make it any worse." He used to say that whenever I'd get stressed at uni. When I'd panic about getting it wrong, he'd make light of me struggles, which would wind me up so badly, by the way. Then say something completely daft and make us cry with laughter. He'd say I took life too seriously. I'd tell him he didn't take it serious enough. I wish he didn't love them stupid fast cars so much. Maybe he'd still be here. I wouldn't be left to figure out how to be a twin without a twin. It's been 2 years, you know. Part of me died that night too. The part that believed in myself. Because he believed in me more than I ever did. He made us promise to let him model me line when it was ready. Wanted his chiseled jawline on the cover of Vogue. We were supposed to do this thing together. His face, my brains. If he were here right now, he'd probably grab us by the shoulders and give us a proper shake. Where, Anika, you need to stop them millennials bringing back flared trousers. He'd be fuming to see them in every shop window now. I don't even know what his beef with flares ever was. I found a photo the other day. He's wearing one of my sample tops that went totally wrong. The sleeves were tiny. Looked like he was wearing a blouse. Khalil started crying because he thought Tarek was stealing my clothes. And Hannah. Hannah saw us staring at the photo and asked, "Amma, did you ever fix that shirt for Tarek, Mama?" Did I ever fix that shirt? Okay, come on. We started this, so we finish it. Why this scholarship and why now? Because life's too short to wait for permission. Because I've held everyone else's dreams in both hands, fed them, bathed them, ironed them. Because I'm done being stuck in the past, done hiding behind Bilal's shadow, done thinking I can't do this without Tariq. Maybe it's time I picked it back up, knowing he'd be proud I'm trying. I had a fire in me belly back then, a vision, grit. I miss it. I miss me. Not to be who I was, but who I could become. A newer version, a better one. Oh, I love being a mom. I do. I love being a wife. But I want to exist for me, too. What are your career aspirations? I just want to design again. Launch a line that threads together me heritage and me now. Bright silks, bold cuts, stories stitched into every seam. A boutique tucked between a curry house and a corner shop. Mannequins wrapped in fabrics that speak both Silati and Jodi. I want me kids to see a step into something that's mine. Truth is, I never stopped dreaming. I still sketch on receipts, napkins, the kids' colouring books. Ideas nudges when I'm folding laundry. The fire never died. It just sort of dimmed under the weight of everything else. From living in Bilal's shadow, from being nothing but Khalil's amma. And some days, I hear this voice. Maybe Mom's, maybe mine. You're lucky, Anika. You have a good life. Why ask for more? Maybe the better question is, why not ask for more? Mom used to tell us, right, how she dreamt of being a painter, how her mom, my nanny, used to write poetry. And when I'd ask her why they never pursued it, she'd shrug it off and say, Ita kolfana amra laginai. These dreams are not for us. It makes us so sad that so many women in my lineage got left in the shadows, with their dreams tightly tied in the fabric that draped over their shoulders. And just imagine, right, how much art, how much talent never made it into the world because our women weren't given opportunities. And I know I've used Bilal's career as an excuse for too long. But it's not just him, it's me. Yes, being the wife of an aspiring Olympian is bloody hard, but it doesn't have to cost me my dreams. And maybe I'm finally ready to accept that it's time to start breaking them damn generational cycles. What story do you want your legacy to be? Oh gosh, I want me kids to talk about us with a full heart, to say she chased dreams. I want Hannah to know that being a woman isn't a curse or a burden, but a blessing. That being a mother doesn't mean disappearing. I want her to know that she's allowed to want things, big, messy, beautiful things, and that she's safe to take risks that excite her. Is there anything else you would like to include in your application? Look, I don't know if you'll accept us. I don't know if I'm too late, too small, or too much of what no one wants. But I know this. Today, I chose not to disappear. Today, I chose to take up space again. And tomorrow, I'll keep choosing. Okay. You got this. Submit.
You've been listening to Shifting Shadows, which was written and performed by Tahmina Ali. This episode was directed by Ishidin, with executive production by John Sadiq. To hear more Mosaic monologues, head over to writersmosaic.org.uk.